Here it is, Space Wars fans. The Space Wars tips and tricks MEGACLIP. Enjoy and remember that these are just my opinion, and I'm a dipshit mid-admiral. By the way, tip 1 is my last vid. Tip 2. Machine guns don't hurt ships. Coil gun or AA or machine gun does 0 damage to ships or buildings. It only hurts other spacecraft. See, I don't even feel this. The amount of fighters constantly shooting their coil guns at me is funny. Know what else does 0 damage? Tip 3. Kamikazee equals 0 ship damage. Kamikazee does no damage to ships or buildings. You can use it to blow up a mine, or ram a bomb, that's it. Don't kamikaze, you fucking weebs. Tip 4. Easier turret settings. Switch lock camera to turrets to on. Here's how it is normally. Your bullet origin changes, so hitting a small spacecraft isn't super intuitive. It's much easier to aim when it's on. Messing with a lot of those related settings can be helpful too, like crane shake or muzzle flash. Tip 5. Hit X or middle mouse button to zoom in and out quickly. I think it's easier to use any of the ship weapons in first person zoom mode. When you first jump into a ship, you'll usually have to zoom in with your mouse wheel. In the heat of battle, it's a lot quicker to just double tap X. Just like this, it forces you between full and normal zoom quickly. X or middle mouse button lets you super zoom too, if you don't double tap it. Tip 6. Frigates are great and bigger is not always better. Here I'm about to join the losing side. They're converging on our main base, and I can only afford a frigate or destroyer. But guess what? We really annoy the hell out of them. Look how hard my frigate is to hit. We're way outnumbered, but can still slow them down a lot. As a larger ship, I'd just have to tank the damage, and be dead sooner. And that brings us to tip number 7. Always keep moving, be unpredictable. Of course, you can't dodge everything. But by constantly changing WS, turning, and changing altitude, you're so much harder to hit. It's even helpful to be unpredictable against enemy bombers. I'm not good just spamming the move buttons. Okay, good run. Guess what? Tip number 7 isn't over. Here's what happens if you move predictably. Flying in straight lines at the same speed. Easy kills. Tip 8. Eyes on the radar. I'm too focused on blasting these ships. I get dive blasted myself. It really happens a lot. Oof, I gotta learn too. All that said though, sometimes you simply get overwhelmed. Still never hurts to remember the radar. Do I really want to tell anyone the next trick? This one's fun. Tip 9. Spacecraft stealth engines. If you turn off your engines, your little tag won't appear on the UI to enemies. They'll only see your physical ship and radar marker. This can work great for ambushing, especially against distracted enemies. Pulse your engines on as needed. Just like Tip 8, anyone busy fighting isn't going to be checking their radar much. So swoop down and blast them. Thanks Dicksword Admirals for telling me about this one. But FYI, engines need to be on to fire bombs or torps. I'm showing it with bombers, but it can work to help hide your fighter too. Tip number 10. Directions. After I miss bombing this destroyer, it's easy to lose direction and know where our base and carrier are. I've totally flown the wrong direction after a bombing run. Just know that red base is west, blue base is east. You'd think NATO would be west, but whatever. Tip 11. Communicate. This is the most duh tip, but hey. I wasn't sure if I could kill this sneaky frigate, so helps to tell the team. Thank you, M-Bomber. Same if a teammate calls out for help. Makes the game more fun. Tip 12. Stagger cannon shots against unpredictable ships. If the enemy is being tricky with turning or altitude, you can space out your cannon shots. You know what feels great? Tip 13. Shooting mines. Help the teammates out when you can. The dormant mines too, shoot them. By the way, machine gun or coil gun don't hurt mines, just cannons or collisions. Seriously, nothing makes more mad as a frigate captain than seeing someone shoot down my mines. But yeah, sometimes they're fucked. I think it's easiest to hit the mines if they're drawn towards your front bow. So drawing them in intentionally can be good for your team. Just don't be like me here. Tip 14. Mine kills are amazing. This isn't a tip, but I need to say it. Mine kills are just satisfying. To think that just back in March, frigate mines didn't exist. Have fun with mines, my brothers. Tip 15. Torpedo delayed arming. Watch close. Torp bounces off. This is a friendly reminder that you need to launch your torps at greater than 100 DAS range. But hey look, mines again. Tip 16. Keep an eye on outpost or point status. Our point C needed some big defending right now. But I'm so busy getting my ass kicked here that I don't see point A being backcapped. Just like the radar, it's helpful to notice ABC up at the top before they're fully taken. Tip 17. Quick outpost defense. Our point's about to be contested right now. Since I'm in a spawnable capital ship, I can reset, kill this guy, and really quickly respawn on my battleship. You can defend a point and get back in the fight quickly. As a non-capital, your ship would have to be parked at a point for this to work, or you'd lose it. Tip 18. Switch sides for a challenge. Want a challenge if the game went too fast? Switch teams mid-match. Even better if your team is stacked with a lot of high ranks. I did this last match and had an awesome 2-hour back and forth game. Tip 19. Focused shields are mid. Okay, that's the troll statement. Focused shields have a time and a place. If you know your attack is only coming from one certain direction, they're useful. But this is Space Wars. Especially in larger servers, there's always gonna be some ship in an unpredictable spot. All of these ships right now aren't expecting some random battleship to be sniping from an odd angle. And as a result, I score some nice juicy hits through unshielded zones. The focused shield physically is larger than the normal bubble shield too. I use them on occasion, but I really think standard shields work best the majority of the time. Right here, I'm thinking I'm safe to use a front shield, because we're attacking an outpost. Guess what, chuckle nuts? I don't even learn from the first time too. Focused shields weren't wrong to use here, it just means you really have to be on top of every single threat. If you do want to use focused shields though, here's a trick. Toggle them with your arrow keys. It's quicker than using the C key in menu. Thank you Strom Chaser 32. Finally, tip 20. Attacking outposts. I see a good amount of players not being very efficient in outpost assaults. You probably want to hit the guardian cannons first, especially if they are manned, and yeah, any ships that spawn in the dock. Next, be sure to destroy the glowing shield generators. After both of those are gone, you can destroy the center bunker. But note that it has 4 walls, so focus fire on just a single corner. Again, MGAA coil gun does no damage to buildings. Once it's finally cracked, you can fire directly at the flag. After a couple flag hits, it will turn the point neutral, so the enemy can't spawn there. This is huge, and I don't see it enough. Shoot the flag. Alright, this was a long ass video, so I appreciate you watching. I had more written about, but they weren't as exciting, so I'll write them in the description. Keep on enjoying Space Wars and thanks for watching.